This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
It's the Coaster Crew.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
All right, it is the last and final day here at IAAPA, and we hit the floor early today. And we've got Tony here from, if you listen to our podcast, we've had him on before, from Funland in Central Park. Fredericksburg Central Park, not the New York Central Park.
Correct, yeah.
So, good to see you here.
Good to see you.
So obviously Central Park Funland is my home park because it's in Fredericksburg. It has a roller coaster, it has a Rocco plane, some go-karts. It's a family fun center. So you guys basically started as like an arcade, laser tag, go-karts, and you've been expanding.
That's correct. Actually, the park started on the outside components with the go-karts, the miniature golf, and the batting cages. About a year or so later, they built the 40,000 square foot indoor facility with the arcade and laser tag and things like that. And then over the last 2 years, we probably added the 6 or 7 rides to the park. Some of the things you mentioned, we put a roundup in, a rocket plane, a scrambler, a tilt-the-world, Fredericton slide. The list goes on. But that's what we do, and that's where we're at right now.
All right, now it's very rare that we actually get to interview a buyer on the floor. Sometimes we interview buyers on the floor after they bought a $1 billion roller coaster, but they won't tell us what they're looking at in the future. As a buyer for a family fun center, what are you looking at on the floor this time around?
This time we're shifting our focus away from the rides and attractions and really looking to revamp our arcade package. You know, again, we kind of bounce back and forth upon what niche we're trying to fill with our clientele. So we knew that we had extra capacity in the rides and attractions, a lot of outside space in the park we were looking to fill. We've done that, and now we're going, okay, it's time to go back inside the box and now reinvest inside the arcade. So that's really what we're looking for, primarily arcade equipment this year and the merchandise and the product that goes along with it, because that's a key element of what we do.
All right, so anything caught your eye specifically?
Well, we just bought this. We've had it for about a month now. Okay, we've actually also purchased from a lot 4 of their E-Claws, which are the really nice crane games. Okay. There's a lot of other pieces that we're kind of looking at, pieces that I've liked that I've seen. Again, it actually goes along with this kind of this carnival atmosphere that we've actually been trying to create with the park with the rides. There's a knockdown game from ICE Ice. It's called Down the Clown. Okay.
Yeah, we played that.
We played that.
Awesome game. I mean, it's an awesome looking piece. It's kind of like they came out last year with the milk jugs.
Love the milk jug game too. I played it at David Moses all the time.
So we got a pair of milk jugs a couple of weeks ago. Just got delivered to the park. Now the next thing to come with that would be that Down the Clown kind of piece. It's a great looking piece. ICE has also got another nice piece called I think it's called Whack and Win. Okay, and that's got a kind of a dizzy chicken kind of feel. It's not one of these things where you smack it as hard as you can to see how high you can get on the thing. It's got a moving bonus target, and wherever the bonus target moves, now you've got to adjust how hard you hit to kind of win that. So again, it's got this carnival feel still, but it's a redemption piece. So we're really talking again about that kind of gameplay driven by merchandise. When it comes to video content, Aliens looks like it's a good piece. The Batman cars looks like it's going to be.
I've seen it, but I haven't had a chance to play it. So
we got Batman. Another Batman movie is going to be in the pipeline. So I think that they're going to have some time.
A lot of people are going around the Transformers game always.
Mm-hmm. I saw the Transformers game. I actually played that a little bit before the show. I got a sneak peek at a place where it was on test. Again, it's another good themed piece with that kind of franchise. Movies continue to come out. I like the Aliens piece a little bit better than I did the Transformers piece. And then, like I said, beyond that, we really are looking at our merchandise. And something I alluded to just briefly before we came on camera was that as we're looking to reinvigorate the arcade and especially the redemption pieces, what we're looking to do is drive gameplay through merchandise. Okay, and we understand that a piece like The Wizard of Oz brings a different kind of player into the arcade. It's not
I can't tell you how much money I already spent on your machine.
Right, but it's not an 8 or 10-year-old kid. What we've seen at the park in the couple weeks that we've had that piece is kid goes up and starts playing. Dad kind of goes, "What's that?" Pretty soon he's elbowing the kid out.
Give me that card. Give me that fun card.
And the kid's off. So we've got to actually get a redemption package, a prize package that after Dad gets excited and gets his chips and cards and all that stuff, goes to the car and goes, No, Tootsie Rolls and Whippy Cushions, that's not for me.
I got 7 slap bracelets.
Right, electronics and the things that adult players are really going to want to do. So we're going to be changing our package at our price counter, as well as with our cranes. The Z-Claws games are awesome looking pieces. They're very sophisticated machinery. It's not, dollar prizes in there anymore. We're going to be talking about, having branded licensed merchandise, things that people want to play for, and when they take home has real value, and they go, where'd you get that? I got that at Funland. And it really drives them back to remember the experience that they had, and that's what we're trying to create, that experience at the park.
And when you are picking out prizes, how on earth do you do it? Because we walk by and there's like 18 different booths selling millions of.
I've got a snow cone maker.
And I mean, how on earth do you decide what goes into the park?
It's a great question. In fact, as I was walking around with folks,
I mean, right across the street from us, there's literally hundreds of stuffed animals. And
Yeah,
one of
you pan
18
right over there.
and on top of that, what you have to understand about merchandise, you've got licenses, okay, and you've got to differentiate who's the good license and who's not the good license. So that's one part of the puzzle. And then you've got the non-licensed product, which is generic product, okay? And the problem with the generic product is they're all copying the same trends. So this guy's got bacon, that guy's gonna have bacon. Bacon's on one of the hot trends now.
Clearly, we're not hip in the plush industry.
We had no. Hey, we have
know,
bacon. What do you have? Bacon waffles yesterday?
Oh my God, that was great. Waffle, bacon, and waffle. It was infused in the middle of one of them.
Then there's the hipster trend. Anything with a beard and a Duck Dynasty kind of thing. So
they're right over there. We got bears and ducks. Yep.
There's
have bearded ducks. Yep.
But every plush vendor is going to have those.
Yep.
And now you've got to kind of make some judgment calls. Obviously there's price consideration. There's reliability of the vendor. They're going to be able to get you the stuff like they say they're going to get you. And then quality and feel and things like that. It's a very, very complicated process. When I worked at Gilliam Entertainment, I built their redemption package. From the ground up, and it's a hugely time-intensive project, and it just takes a lot of time, a lot of it's feel, a lot of it's talking to people. You and I aren't going to know what the new hot thing is.
Apparently, it's bacon.
You got
bacon's and beards.
Bacon's a beard and bacon.
Put them together.
But we had to talk to people. We talk to kids. We go on YouTube. We use those kind of things. As the popular trends are going, and you can't be behind. You actually had a little bit ahead, because if you get caught behind and you've got all the stock in something that no longer is trendy, you're going to get caught with a bunch of stuff that you're going to have to figure out a way to get rid of.
Anybody want these pods?
A bunch of years ago, Pokemon died in the middle of space. Now it's kind of making a resurgence. So someone was lucky enough to hold on to the Pokemon stuff that was crap, 10 years ago. They might be in business today. It's tough. It's a very, very difficult process, and you got to control your inventories, and you got to watch the trends, and you got to work with the vendors, and you got to work with folks that are in the know about what's hot and what's not.
See, this is way more scientific than I thought it was. I'll be walking around like, ooh, penguins. I like penguins.
I like penguins. I'm going to buy
400 penguins.
You can do that, and a lot in the old school mentality, especially in the industry, has been what's the cheapest stuff. We want the least expensive kind of stuff because we want our costs down, because we want to give them the inside information. You're probably going to get snuffed out by my competition now. But man, that's really the old school mentality. What can I put in a machine that's going to be at lowest cost to me, that's going to move?
Yep.
And now we're really trying to flip that upside down, going, cost is not the primary concern, because it's value. If a prize costs a nickel, it's probably worth and gives a perceived value of a nickel. If you put a $5 or $10 prize in there, people are going to go, that I understand that has value, and I'm willing to play. I'm willing to play and pay a little bit more for that prize, because guess what? There's a big value there. So like I said, we're going to be really changing a lot of the things we do at the park. And again, driving with that licensed product, something that's got more value, it's going to cost a higher dollar. You're going to have a little bit more gameplay to get it. Something that's going to entice the adults that are playing the Wizard of Oz. Need their fix there. We want that at the park. But then again, like I said, we got to give them what they want to. Absolutely.
All right, well, we could go on and on. I have like 15 other questions I want to ask, but the interviews are supposed to be short interviews. So let's get you back on the podcast sometime in like December or something, so we can talk about all the other stuff that we have going on, see how you like the show.
Love to do it.
All right, we love having you on.
Thanks,
ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony from Funland, and that was talking a little bit about the buyer's perspective.